14:10, we read this. And the disciples came and said to him, "Why do you speak to them in parables?" And he answered and said to them, "I speak to them in parables because while seeing, they do not see, and while hearing, they do not hear. Therefore, they do not understand. And in their case, the prophecy of Isaiah has been fulfilled, which says, 'You will keep on hearing, but you will not understand.'" That says it all, doesn't it? Kind of sums it up. That's the human predicament right there. We keep on hearing, but we don't quite get it. We're not quite getting it. We could say that in many ways, I don't think it's a stretch of the imagination to say that the journey we are here, what we're doing here is resolving the prophecy of Isaiah. We are the prophecy of Isaiah fulfilled. We see, but we don't really see. We hear, but we don't really hear. And so we're here to resolve that prophecy of Isaiah, to move from a group who's completely clueless to coming to some type of understanding. We need to reach some kind of understanding here. You know, Dr. Michael was here last week, and he told me that he's engaged to a woman from Thailand. Her name is Mia, and he lived there for quite a while. And he said that Mia was one of the most, is one of the most sweet, present, wonderful, just there beings he's ever met, just sweetest, innocent being he's ever met. And he explained to me that in Thailand, no matter how fluent they may be in English, there are just certain words that they continually get mixed up. Certain words just they don't quite get, they get mixed up. And one of them is kitchen. When you say kitchen, they hear chicken. And when you say chicken, they hear kitchen. You follow that? It's important for the story. So one night, it's 11:30 at night, and Dr. Michael's in bed in Thailand there, and they're both really tired, and he's like trying to get some ideas down, and Mia, as always, just at the end of the day, it was like Lisa, it was 11:30, pitch dark out, we were tired, but as always, she came up and she said to him, before getting into bed, "Is there anything I can do?" And he was like, "Oh, I got to do this nice." And he said, "Would you mind cleaning the kitchen?" Think about it. So he said he looked at her and she just kind of went, "Okay." She went out into the yard and began chasing chickens in the dark. And Dr. Michael got up and said, "No, I didn't say clean the chicken." Because she was going to pluck it and do the whole thing. I said clean the kitchen. And when he told me that after reading this Matthew, I thought, that's it. That's how Jesus felt his whole life. I didn't say clean the chicken. I said clean the kitchen, you people. You don't know what I'm saying. So I just feel like he was saying to us, would you clean the kitchen? I didn't say chicken. Because what's the kitchen in the home? It's the center of the home, isn't it? It's the heart of the home. So Jesus was saying to us, would you clean the kitchen? Go to the center of your being, to the center of your body temple, and clean there. And do your work there, and then you will understand. But we're out in the dark chasing chickens, man. Well, okay, if you say so. I have a friend. She's one of the first women to ever become a pilot in the Air Force. But she told me a story that I feel like sums this all up. She was stationed in Italy for I think around 5 years of her experience. And while she was there, she fell in love with an Italian lover. And I mean, this guy had it all going on. He was charming, handsome, and he was a good singer to boot, which just put it over the top. Well, one time, but at the end of her time there, after 5 years, her friends were having a going-away party for her on a Friday at 6:30. Ettore, her boyfriend, had been in Germany all week. And she didn't know if he was going to be able to make it in time for her going-away party. And it was 6 o'clock on Friday, 30 minutes before the party. She still didn't know. She's driving down the road, all of a sudden her cell phone rings, and it's Ettore. And he says, "Adenia, I'm so sorry, my love. I was stuck in Germany and I couldn't get the flight. I'm going to miss your party, my love." She's like, "Oh, it's okay. I mean, how can you say, what could you say? You know, oh, it's okay. Just your heart melts just with the accent, you know." Not my version of it, but you know. is he doing? So she's like, it's okay, sweetheart, I know you did the best you could and all that stuff. And then she's driving and she comes in, she enters a roundabout. And she's having this conversation with Ettore. I get to make it to my love. And all of a sudden, somebody pulls in front of her into the roundabout, and that person's on their phone, and it's Ettore. And she's like, she's furious, breathing fire. But she doesn't tell him. She goes, I gotta go. Hangs up. Now she's on his tail, man. She's cursing him. I'm gonna follow this guy. What's he up to? Ah, full pursuit. Sorry for spitting up here. So she's chasing him through Italy, like Rome or something. The streets are insane. So he finally pulls up to his brother's house. Now it's 6:15, 15 minutes before the party, and the party's the other side of Europe. And he pulls up to his brother's house, and she pulls up right behind him. Gets out of the car, he gets out of his car, he sees her and he goes, ciao, amore. She looks at him and she goes, ciao, amore. And she said, what, are you crazy? I'm just talking to you on the phone and you're right here, we're going around the thing and what? And he goes, but Jenny, I can explain. No, you can't. Nothing you can say can explain this away. Nothing. But can give me a second. You got 30 seconds and I'm out of your life. Well, Jenny, I was stuck in Germany and I swear I caught the last flight and I just wanted to surprise you. Bull! Curse, curse, curse. Swear, swear. Beat, beat. Bull! Then what are you doing here at your brother's house? The party's in 10 minutes across town. This doesn't make any sense. But I can't explain. You got 30 seconds, I'm out of your life. He says, okay, but Jenny, I called my brother from Germany, and I asked him, I tell him to get to the flowers for my love, Jenny. And Ettore turns to the house, the second story, and he yells in Italian, Pietro! Well, that would be the same in English or Italian, but he yelled in Italian, he goes, Pietro, flowers, quick! Pietro comes to the window with 24 roses, leans out and throws them through the air. Ettore, being the Italian lover he is, catches them, turns to Jenny and goes, ciao, amore. How do you think she felt? About that big. And what I'm saying right now, here's what I'm saying. That God, the Holy Presence, the Divine Mind, is working for love in ways that we can't see, ways that we can't hear, or even comprehend, or understand always, because we're blind, we don't see it. But the Holy Presence is working behind the scenes in ways that Jesus knew, trying to explain it to us, working for love, for ways that we can't even comprehend. And we may even be cursing at life. She was cursing at him. He actually said at one point, I'm glad I don't understand English very well because I don't want to hear what you just said. But the Holy Presence, God, the Spirit, is working in ways that we are blind to. Only for love. Only for love. And is saying repeatedly for all of our life, ciao, amore. Hello, my love. Hello, my love. Unending. It never stops. Handing us the gift of life. And we're cursing right in the face of it half the time. But one day, we're going to stop. We're just going to stop. We're all going to stop jumping to conclusions. We're going to stop assuming. And we're going to open our heart. We're going to take the shortcut. And we're going to just accept the gift that Holy Presence is giving us for our Italian lover. Which is this life, is it not? All of life is our Italian lover, and it is holding us and giving us the gift of life in each and every moment. And we're going to take that gift, and in that moment, we're going to say, oh my God, it was always here. I've always had it. It was all a misunderstanding. And there will be instant peace, forgiveness, healing, and wholeness. And the prophecy of Isaiah will be resolved. Have we read reached some kind of understanding. Then so be it. We got to get a little excited. We got to get pumped up. I got to tell you something. Listen to this. A little while ago, I was just getting ready in the morning, and I was getting ready to go. And I went in and I went to put on the deodorant. Now I have a little confession today. I do not care for the life of me what kind of deodorant I wear. It means nothing to me. Now the commercials will have you believe you're a man. You stink. Old Spice for men. Or, you're a woman. It's a special sweat. No, it's not. It's all the same. I hate to burst your bubble, but it doesn't matter. So here's my confession. Here it comes. I wear my wife's deodorant. There it is. There it is. I said it. In fact, here it is. I love it. Ladies Speed Stick. Wild Free Chef. I don't even know what that means, but I think it has something to do with flowers, because it smells so good. I put this on in the morning, I just feel like, you can call me Flower if you want to, and I love it. And I'm not, if I have to wear Old Spice, I don't want to be a man. Old Spice, it sounds moldy. I don't want to wear it. So there's my confession. So anyway, I reached for the nearest deodorant, and I want you to guess, what do you think that is? What does it look like? Looks like deodorant, right? I thought it was deodorant too. So I grabbed it, I did several wipes, went into I started to get dressed, and all of a sudden it slowly started to ever so creep up on me like somebody had lit a match. Slowly started to raise it up. And I started to break out in a sweat. If we could eat with our armpits, it was like I had 2 handfuls of jalapenos. I was just sweating. All of a sudden I was like, oh, what happened? So I go and I'm thinking, what happened to me? So I go into the bathroom and I look, and look what I put under my armpits. Icy hot! Icy hot! And this is what you rub on sore muscles. Your armpit is the most sensitive part of your body. Try it. You'll like it. I had the most productive day of my life. I was on fire. And all I'm saying is, we need to get on fire. We need to get woken up. I feel it's God talking to me. I feel it's God saying to me, because we all fall into the dead zone to some degree or another. It's God saying to me, what kind of a miracle are you waiting for? I have given it to you. It's all here right now. There's nothing to be waiting for. Just stand up for it. For the life that I envisioned for you, that I saw at the very beginning.